6 hours? No way. More like 6 minutes. Welcome to WatchMojo.com, and today we're counting down our picks for the top 10 most popular games to speedrun.
Try not to get yourself killed.
For this list, we're looking at games that have been attempted frequently, look incredible while being speedrunned, or have been designed to have rewards for finishing the experience under a certain time limit. We're also including exploits for those who want even more speed. Number 10, Metal Gear Solid.
Snake, it's showtime.
Metal Gear Solid is a game that forces you to take your time, making this all the more challenging. With precise timing and knowledge, players can glide through shadow moses, making the intense, sweat-inducing gameplay look incredibly easy. The endgame rankings can also attribute the speed in which the player finishes the game, with the rank of Big Boss being the most prestigious, a feat that requires the player to be spotted no more than 4 times, along with a number of other ludicrous restrictions.
Okay, let's go. I know this place better than you.
This is all made a bit easier by the famous vent glitch, which allows players to skip over half of the game's story, making this one for the speedrunning elites. Number 9, Mirror's Edge. Free-flowing in style and faster in pace, this parkour-based game is a perfect contender for speedrunning. Taking control of fate, players are encouraged to test their limits with high-flying skills against time trials and even other players online. Created to be a first-person free-running simulator, Mirror's Edge is gorgeous in style and speed, making any speedrun a must-watch for fans of parkour. Number 8, Quake. First-person shooters tend to have a knack for making really awesome speedruns.
Short break. You don't get a whole lot of those in this game.
In Quake, turning down the mouse sensitivity all the way to 0 allows players to whip their body quicker than anyone can blink, making the treacherous hallways nothing short of a blast to go through. Couple this with a strategy of consistently jumping to add little boosts of speed, and the once horrifying monsters found within are left eating your dust. The current world record for Nightmare Mode is held by a player called The Big Boy, clocking in at an impressive 12 minutes and 54 seconds.
Whoa.
Number 7, Sonic the Hedgehog 2. A game centered around a super fast hedgehog? Yeah, that's probably a good speedrunning contender. Using the game's own clock to add up the timings, Speedrun.com adds the cumulative playtimes together to unearth the full playthrough time, which means no frantically skipping through the cutscenes needed here. Careful knowledge of enemy placement means players can dart and dodge right across the maps, which makes this one of the most hotly contended speedrunning games. Who needs blast processing now, eh? Number 6, Dark Souls. It's pretty safe to say that it's pretty cathartic to see a brutally hard game demolished as swiftly as possible. The open world of Dark Souls is filled with hellacious baddies, but also a series of shortcuts to navigate your way through as quick as you can. Though this has since been patched out, a glitch using the kilns allowed players to skip entire sections of the game or bosses, shortening some playthroughs to under an hour. Whether by exploiting the game or not, you can't deny the wonderful feeling of taking down the pride of such a devastating game in mere minutes. Number 5, Super Metroid. Much like Dark Souls, this epic Nintendo series has made its name in vast, open, crazy, bending worlds. With a precise understanding of the game's hitboxes, players can turn Samus Aran into Jackie Chan by leaping and bounding across every single platform and enemy that comes her way. With the best ending being accessible after completing the game in less than 3 hours, it's staggering to see some players beat this beast in under 1. As it stands, the world record for any percentage is 42 minutes and 57 seconds, while a 100% run comes in at 1 hour, 19 minutes and 55 seconds. So I guess it's time to start practicing. Number 4. Resident Evil. Probably the most popular survival horror game, likes to challenge speedy gamers with its own unruly mechanics.
Just as I thought.
Beating the game in under 3 hours unlocks a plethora of goodies to would-be speedrunners, such as a rocket launcher with infinite ammo. Whilst the zombies are frightening and frequent, true veterans are encouraged to duck and dodge past the hungry enemies to conserve ammo, or alternatively brisk through the entire game itself. Like with many great zombie games, the real key here is to run for your life, or in this case, run for the world record.
Jill, our first priority is to get out of here.
Number 3. Legend of Zelda: Ocarina of Time. What was once a grand, adventurous epic can now be completely finished quicker than a short story. Link's trek through his childhood has been victim to a number of glitches and exploits to help speedrunners whiz through the experience, no matter how ridiculous. Did you know that through a string of exploits, you can actually play some parts of the game as the wrong age? Since the Japanese version of the game has the largest number of these exploits, it's the one that speedrunners naturally prefer for their attempts. Number 2. Portal.
Hello, and again, welcome to the Aperture Science Computer Aided Enrichment Center.
Valve is no stranger to giving the PC community some fantastic games, and the PC community are no stranger to speedruns.
Apologizes for the inconvenience and wishes you the best of luck.
We're not sure how you'd ever work this out, but continually jumping backwards increases Chell's momentum across GLaDOS' mind-bending maps.
Turn back or I will kill you.
Whilst the developers did their best to make sure nobody exploits the immensely powerful portal gun, surprise surprise, people managed to figure it out. With some portal placements able to ricochet the player through the entire story, many records have been set in under 10 minutes. Whoa. Before we unveil our top pick, let's slow down and look at some honorable mentions. Number 1. Super Mario 64. Really? 120 stars and heaps upon heaps of levels? No way. How about we use the most famous level skip glitch in all of gaming? Positioning the portly plumber against specific walls and exploiting his backwards jump can literally rocket the player to the battles with Bowser without collecting a single star. Not only is this exploit widely popular, but so are the ludicrous playthroughs that seek to complete the game at 100%.
Here we go!
With endless categories for speedrunners to choose from, there's no denying the king of Nintendo's popularity among this illustrious community.
Listen, everybody. Let's bake a delicious cake for Mario.
Do you agree with our list?
Spectacular.
What's your favorite game to speedrun through? For more fast-paced top 10s published every day, be sure to subscribe to WatchMojo.com.
Bet you're listening to the chatter.
You know me.
Try and get some sleep. It's been a rough day.